Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, April 7th. Easter weekend ahead. We have something to smile about. We'll get to the forecast in just a second. But of course, want to let you know you can watch this Facebook Live every morning on your Facebook feed. You can also find it on our InForum YouTube channel and your favorite podcast platform, inforum.com/podcast. Just look for the InForum Minute. And it's going to be a nice weekend, it sounds like, after a little bit of snow this morning, potentially.
After dealing with a blizzard this week, things do get better as we head into the weekend. Yeah, there is this little bit of snow that's out there right now. It's largely just kind of scooped right around the Fargo area. So I haven't seen any flakes here at the station. I haven't seen any on our tower cams, but there is some light snow out there kind of over toward DL right now, to the north of Fargo, back toward Cooperstown, stretching all the way out to about the Minot area. So kind of confined to that Highway 294 corridor, the spots in between. It's leaving behind a dusting inch, maybe 2 inches. I did get a report of 2 inches of snow in New Rockford this morning, so enough to coat the roads and make things a little bit slick. There's also a little fog out there where you have had clear sky up closer to the international border. So things aren't perfect this morning. However, all of that I just mentioned will go away. Okay. So later on today, we'll see partly cloudy sky, wind out of the southeast, temperatures above the freezing point, about 36 is what we're forecasting here in town. So we'll melt any of the snow that you do get today and then see improving conditions into the weekend.
Cool.
40s.
Oh.
Right near 40 tomorrow, and then mid 40s for Easter Sunday. Looks like a really nice day on Easter Sunday. The only thing that would make it better is if we didn't have this much snow on the ground. There are lots of places to hide Easter eggs for Easter egg hunts, though. You could just like stick them in snowbanks all over the place. Maybe the divot would give it away, but it'll be a nice day. We're looking at a partly cloudy sky and temps in the mid 40s with a light wind too, so that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Next week, a couple of days close to 50. As we start doing more and more melting, you're going to notice obviously the snowpack shrinking, but then that allows your temperature to warm up more. And places that don't have as much snow on the ground will quickly shoot up those temps. So a lot of Minnesota counties and spots are going to get even warmer. And then a chance at maybe a little light rain at the end of next week. We'll see what that looks like as we get closer.
Well, I like hearing about 40s and 50s rather than incoming blizzards. So
yeah, I don't have any big snowstorms on the forecast. So have we seen the last of the
Fingers
snow?
crossed.
Fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed.
Yes.
Done with it. There's no more place to put it. And obviously the flood concern is still very high. So
of course. We'll be monitoring that as we start melting.
Yes, sure thing.
All right, Lydia. Thank you.
Have a very happy Easter.
All right, we do have some local headlines for you this morning to get to. We now know the name of a woman that was arrested after a stabbing that took place in Grand Forks. Just before 3 yesterday afternoon, police were called to Riverside Manor. It's an apartment building. They found a man who had been stabbed in the arm. He was taken by ambulance to the hospital. Police then arrested 28-year-old Amber Behrens for trespassing. She was brought to the local jail. We are working to find out if she's going to be facing other charges in this incident, and we're also working to find out how that man is doing this morning. Right now, more than 40 cats are in need of new homes after they were found abandoned in a Fargo hotel room. Fargo police, along with the Homeward Animal Shelter, rescued 48 cats. Imagine that many cats in one hotel room. That was at the Baymont by Wyndham off of I-94 and University Drive in Fargo. The cats have been left there by a couple after they were evicted from that hotel room. The couple is not facing charges as of right now, but of course the case is still under investigation, so that could be coming. As of this morning, 2 animal shelters are taking in all those cats. They're having to adjust to the large number of animals coming into their shelters. They're also asking people, urging them, if they want to help out in this case, they can, take one of those cats in by their adoption or fostering it. So if you want to help out, that's how you can do that. This morning, the City of Fargo's finance director is on paid administrative leave pending an internal investigation. Terry Gayhart has been the finance director for the city since May of last year. It is not yet clear why she was put on leave, or when that was done exactly, but we're working to find out those answers for you this morning. However, the city says more information is not going to be released until that investigation is complete. Today, Governor Tim Walz will be in Moorhead to highlight plans to make childcare more affordable and accessible, but he'll also be discussing flood mitigation efforts. So they're going to be discussing improvements with those local officials there. They're going to be having a roundtable discussion. State Senator Rob Kupek and Mayor Shelley Carlson also will be in attendance for that event. We have started the snow melting process, as we talked about with Lydia. However, there is going to be plenty of snow on the ground for Easter egg hunts this weekend. There's plenty of opportunities for some indoor Easter egg hunts if you want to do that. So here's a few options for you. These are all happening tomorrow. Atonement Lutheran Church is having their Easter egg scramble from 11 to 1 o'clock. El Zegel Shrine having their egg hunt at the same time. And if you're looking for one a little later in the day, Heartland Church is going to be having an Easter egg hunt starting at 2 o'clock. That goes until 3:30. All right, big national headline right now. President Joe Biden is slamming a contentious vote by Tennessee state lawmakers. That's because the legislature's Republican Party voted to expel 2 Democrats who joined protesters on the chamber floor as they were demanding gun reform. There was 3 total that were potentially expelled. The 2 that were expelled were black men. The one that was not was a white woman. So, of course, that's causing an uproar in the media right now and with all of the attention surrounding this whole thing. So that's kind of the main talking point. Those 2 expelled Democrats are eligible to run again for their seats in an upcoming special election. So we're going to continue to monitor this situation and let you know what comes out of that. All right, the Minnesota Golden Gophers are going to be playing in the NCAA Men's Hockey Championship. It's exciting. The Gophers dominated Boston University last night, beating them 6-2 in the Frozen Four matchup. Gophers are going to be playing against Quinnipiac in the championship. They beat out Michigan 5-2. Now, the game is going to be at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. It's going to be exciting. Now, for context, the last time that Minnesota won it all was in 2003. That was 20 years ago. So it would be fun to get them some success and bring that championship back to the Twin Cities. You can assure that Dom's going to be talking about that this morning on Hot Mic. His program runs from 9 to 11 this morning on WDAY Extra and InForum.com. So go check that out. Speaking of InForum.com, you can get a great deal right now for your first 3 months. You can get an all-access pass for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Take advantage of it. To check it out, you can go to InForum.com/subscribe to take advantage of the deal. And remember, we have our newscast the rest of the day as well, starting again at 11 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. So join us for all of those. And then we'll be back on Monday morning from 5 to 7. I will not be here, but Lisa will be back. And Lydia will be here, as well as Dylan for First News on Monday morning. So enjoy a nice weekend. Have a happy Easter with whatever you're doing. Travel plans should be looking all right. Stay safe and enjoy it, folks. Have a good day.